men. We don't know what we did.
Is the George Floyd Memorial. This is where George Floyd was killed back in May. Take a look. These barricades have been set up by protesters and supporters of the movement. They don't allow anyone in, not even the police. It's called an autonomous zone.
Yes, another autonomous zone. I mean, we had Chaz. We had just so many different little insurrections pop up here in the United States over the past year. But George Floyd, oh man, guys, there are so many people who are still brought in to the idea that he was killed. You just heard him say he was killed. Guys, I covered the autopsy. I covered the leaked police body cam footage, which showed the entire incident and how far gone Mr. Floyd was in his last moments, as well as a separate video which showed that the officer, Derek Chauvin, wasn't fully on the guy's neck. But earlier, I think today or this week, there are third-degree murder charges being brought against him. The trial is now starting. Is there? I think they're in the middle of jury selection right now, and you got these guys who have taken the opportunity to to sit there and say, oh yes, oh my oppression and everything else like that, when we know, no, you're a roving, like you're basically domestic terrorist, and the only reason that you're not called to the carpet for it is because we have a puppet government right now.
And you're gonna be in a bad situation in a second. Oh, I thought if we were on this side of the barricade, you're gonna be in a bad situation in a second.
You're gonna be in a bad situation, bro. Oh, are they BLM? Are they Antifa? Are they any of the other various groups that decided that burning down cities and yes, we're just going to occupy this space and we're just going to take it over for ourselves? For, what I'm saying? The Workers of the World Unite bullshit. Yeah, so tough. Oh my goodness, so tough. And the local, the local police departments, the local, mayors and the councils and all of these other safeguards that are supposed to, be there to protect the property in these areas. Yeah, they're completely worthless. Completely.
What purpose you've been called out for what you are? You need to get out of here.
Please go.
You know what you are. You need to get in your car and go.
Better get out of here, boy, before something bad happens to you. I mean, eerily reminiscent now, isn't it?
Yeah, who you are. You've been called out for who you are. You need to get in your car.
I hope you guys caught that little bit of circular logic where I don't care who you are, but you're being called out for who you are, so you need to go. It's nothing but women and children. It's nothing but women and children. And you know what? If they decided, of course they won't, because this was all the justification Chief Justice Roberts needed to basically allow the heist to take place. But this is nonsense. It really is, and it's a terrible display of exactly how much control certain I guess ideologies, I would say, have over regions of this country.
It's very tense near the memorial, and a militant-style group has closed off several blocks with barricades. What's the situation at the memorial?
The situation at the memorial is, from what I understand, is kind of volatile.
Our folks got shot. I heard actual black people got shot within that the memorial zone. Like, my goodness, yeah. Really? Golly. It's just a display. It's just a display. It's another example of a history that I can freaking guarantee most have no biological connection to being used against this nation. And it's freaking sad. But what you got to say there, sis? Nice braids.
That want to go and support doesn't feel a sense of inclusion. There is more of a like militant type atmosphere over there.
Yes, because it ain't about you. It ain't about the quote unquote justice. It's about the narrative. It's about the agenda. It's about, a really forcing a show of force by an ideological mindset that has never lent itself, i.e. communism, globalism, all of these other jackasses, the collectivism that has never truly that's always been ripe for manipulation and taking advantage of those who taking advantage of the good intentions of others. I think that's pretty concise way to put it.
And a sense of fear.
Kim Griffin supports police reform and was outside the courthouse protesting Floyd's death, but she does not agree with what's happening at the memorial. Her nephew, 28-year-old Amez Wright, was shot and killed there over the weekend. Were police able to get in and
rest in peace, bro? But much like the Michael Brown that came before you, sis, it's a pawn. It's your pawns. That's it. It sucks. Trust me, I know. I've lost so many people throughout the course of just life that I would gladly trade mine for theirs any day of the week. But the most important thing as an individual you can do to honor those who you've lost is go about life. Go about living your life and not wrapping your entire existence and identity around, this one tragic incident. Harsh, but true.
help him? Or
Police were not allowed to get into that area. He was carried outside the zone of George Floyd Square.
They're not allowed by who? I mean, they're the police.
The law enforcement, it was made clear law enforcement was not welcome to penetrate that zone.
Damn. It's like the Biden voters with the gas price meme, right? Where it's like you begged for it. This is what you wanted. This is what you asked for. And now, or like the Vader meme, this deal keeps getting worse all the time.
Which is an atrocity because his life was taken. And I mean, who knows whether or not he would have survived.
That sucks. And my heart goes out to you. Seriously. My heart goes out to everybody who lost somebody because it's a pain that I am familiar with. But these jagoffs, couldn't give less of a shit about George Floyd or, oppression or 400 years. They're there to create chaos, cause havoc, and be a show of force, which under normal circumstances would have never even been allowed to take place. But that's just not it's just not how we weren't all raised the same now, were we? I think that's a great place to leave it off at. So with that being said, boys, we're going to bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff, if you like it, toss a like, dislike, go ahead, do that too. Nobody scared of your sub. If you enjoy my fantastic voice, hold on.
Of inclusion. There is...
And if you enjoy my fantastic voice and you want to get videos like this every single day, share, because sharing is caring. And YouTube and Bitchute and are the biggest fans of your boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications. Get something from Teespring. Check me out on Patreon as well. Links in the description. Actually go in the description box and do damage and speak. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, man. Like, this is so ridiculous. Like the whole, like the entire narrative. And there's so many people who are still just like brought in, right? But at this point, particularly with all the buyer's remorse that's going on, I mean, it's I think very evident and important to call the bullshit out for what it is. Just complete anti-American and communistic bullshit. that really shouldn't be tolerated, but because, you know, we live in a world where the mayors and the governors and the police and everybody else is completely have completely bowed to the altar of equality and worship that false idol, screwed. But you may disagree, and that's what the comment section's for. Until the next one.
Shh. Over the next 90 minutes, I'd like to show you that all your problems can be solved by my penis.